Hey everyone, it's Nikole Z, and I already told you why you should buy a PS4.
Because it's shiny.
Now it's time for me to tell you why Microsoft's Xbox One is the console for you. So, why should you buy the Xbox One?
So you have someone to talk to?
The Xbox One will use the Kinect 2.0's microphone to utilize your voice. Okay, not quite like that. But you will be able to use your voice to control your media apps, your video games, and even interact with live television.
Xbox, game. Go to TV.
Go home, Xbox, you're drunk. I'm the first person to think of that joke.
The Xbox One will be able to hear your voice, determine who you are, and then show you your preferences. How, you ask? By always being on, and always listening to you, and always watching you. NSA status.
Stop looking at me, Swan.
Thanks to a complete policy 180, 180 plus 180 equals 360.
This has been their plan all along.
When it comes to physical media, you will be able to play used games without restrictions. But Microsoft has given individual publishers the right to change that and just ruin it for everybody else. The Xbox One no longer needs to have daily checkups to the internet, which is especially good news for members of the armed services. And a feature I can't wait to use is the ability to stream from your Xbox One directly to Twitch TV. I feel like this feature hasn't been talked about nearly enough, and I think it could be a game changer. You will need to have an Xbox Live account to access your media apps, but you know what? You're used to it, so no whining. But guess what? Microsoft points are out, and real money is in. Want to know how it does all that? Well, here's what's under the hood. AMD Jaguar with 8 cores, AMD Radeon-based GPU, 768 cores, 8 GB of DDR3 RAM, 500 GB HDD, non-removable. Optical drive reads Blu-rays and DVDs. 4K resolution, 7.1 surround sound. Spec-wise, the Xbox One is pretty impressive, definitely an upgrade from the Xbox 360, but if you're going to lay out the specs next to the PS4 does seem a little more powerful, but the Xbox One seems pretty choice. The Xbox One will have a fancy new controller. It basically looks like this, but you know, different. It will have LED lights that will communicate with the Kinect and the console.
Do you see the joystick nipples? No more joystick nipples.
It will have improved haptic feedback and a built-in rumble system called impulse triggers. At E3, I got to check out a hands-on demo of the impulse triggers for the Xbox One controller, and it was pretty badass. The demo I saw was all about showing the spectrum of the rumble. One feature was as subtle as a heartbeat that would appear when my character's dying, and the other was as intense as a Gatling gun in some major battle. It's game time! The Xbox One has a pretty impressive list of exclusives coming only to this console, but be warned, most of the games I'm about to read won't be coming out until 2014. And the exclusives are Below, Crimson Dragon, Dead Rising 3, Dark Dreams Don't Die, or D4, Forza 5, Killer Instinct, Quantum Break, Rise of Rome, and Sunset Overdrive. Am I forgetting anything?
Oh, that's right. Halo 5.
Have I convinced you? Is the Xbox One the console for you? What if I tell you that it's socially acceptable to call this console the X-Bone?
You get to say bone.
The Xbox One, or the X-Bone if you're nasty, comes out this November for $499. If I've convinced you to buy the Xbox One, I suggest you pre-order it now. But now that I told you about the PS4 and the Xbox One, which console do you want? Let me know in the comments.